Up in smoke, that's where my money goes. In my lungs and sometimes up my nose. When troubled times begin to bother me, I take a toke and all my cares go up in smoke.
Hi guys, welcome back to another collection video. Unfortunately I don't have anything new to show you at this time of the year, or this time of the month. Normally I'd have something brand new. The Batman 1989 premium format took out with me. I'm still at the moment trying to build up for a new hot toy or whatever. Catches my eye. Unfortunately, just bad timing. So I'm going to roll on to something old, an old set of figures. Maybe some of you out there have seen it. I've never seen anybody show off these figures on YouTube or anything like that. But we're going to be looking at the Cheech and Chong Real Toys figures. I think it was Real Toys that made Cheech and Chong. I'm pretty sure it is. So yeah, for all you Cheech and Chong fans out there, maybe non-Cheech and Chong fans, or even just movie buffs in general that would collect any old sorts of things, let's crack on and have a look at the Real Toys Cheech and Chong figures. So this is the Real Toys Cheech and Chong figures. Now the detail on them, it's not by any means of course Hot Toy standard, but they're actually pretty darn cool. How can I even explain? This is the first set. They made a set of 2 series. This was the first series that came out, and it's basically Cheech and Chong, obviously from Up in Smoke, and it's when you first kind of see them in their like average clothes of the film. But yeah, I mean, they're pretty good because like they're quite heavy, almost made of like some kind of die cast, some kind of die cast metal. But yeah, they're really quite. They're easily breakable, but I mean, like if you drop them from a good height onto a wooden floor, you might have a finger or something like that, or a piece chip off. So it's not as if they're made of plastic or anything like that. So they're quite. But the paint job in that is really quite good. I'm still impressed with it. The strapping on their hands, in case you're wondering what that is, that's to hold the joint in place. So it's a very good effect. Now these things are a pain if you ever remove it. If you ever get one and you ever decide to remove their joints off their hands, I would probably advise you not to, because unless you keep the wee wrapping that goes around their hand, it's a pain to try and slot it back into the same place. I've actually, this is the second time I've had this. I've owned this series of figures. I recently got this first set. I got this first set a couple of years ago, because the second series of figures, which I'll roll on to in a minute, came out they came out at the same time, but for some weird reason I think these were just an internet thing where you could only get them online. That you could only get one of the series in the shops, and at the time I didn't have anything like the internet or eBay or any of these sites that I could order these things from. So I just had to buy what I could buy at the time. And I think these figures came out with about 2004, maybe 2003. So they're pretty old. And I've never seen any like Cheech and Chong, because like that time Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke was going through this comeback phase where, yeah, the movie had sort of went away for a while, you know, and yet it was starting to pick back up, become a cult. And this is where you got these. And you would get t-shirts and stuff like that. Up in Smoke, I love the Cheech and Chong films, but I'll say Up in Smoke is the best one. And as much as I loved all the other ones, next movie and all the other ones that came off after it, Up in Smoke is the best. Cheech and Chong in my book. Even just I rewatched it a couple of years back with my friend, and no, it is the most funniest, natural. A really really enjoyable film. Right, so I'll move on to the second series of figures, which from the same film, but shown from the end of the film. Now these figures did come with a lot of stuff which I've got away boxed up. I still have them. He came with a set of drumsticks, a joint, and I think Cheech came with like a wee mask, the wee purple mask that he puts over his face, guitar, and a joint. But these ones are different. These are more like plastic, different compared to them. So it's almost a different. It's the same make, but it's strange. For a second series, they didn't go with the same heavy I don't know if it's die cast, but heavy metal look. They just kind of used the plastic, and as you can see, Chong's glasses are sculpted into the head, as opposed to just being a normal set of glasses that you can actually. Somebody told me you can pull them off, but I would hate to chance it and break it, so I've basically just left that. So yeah, this is the second series. This is the series I actually got. This was my first set that I bought when I first lived on my own, and to decorate my flat. I thought I was 18 at the time, and I thought, oh yeah, this will be cool. And I bought them, and I had them in the corner of my flat for ages on a shelf. And yeah, just to decorate the place, I thought these figures at the time were huge. And then later on, when I purchased them, they were getting bigger. And this is before, obviously, I started getting statues and hot toys. So as you can see at the time, I was, £20 for a figure of each at the time was kind of like a huge jaw drop compared to the prices I'm paying now for hot toys. So yeah, just shows you. But yeah, going back to what I said, this is the scene in the film from the end where they're at the rock concert, again from Up in Smoke. A great set, great added. They didn't have to include this set as a series too. But I like how they're giving you different looks, because Cheech has got a different look, different facial expression, and it's not just the same head placed on another body, as you can see from this one, and that's another good thing that why you buy the same figure over, just because it's got a different set of clothes on, it's the head as well. If they change that and they make that look a wee bit more. Chong's got his lips closed and his mouth opened in that one, so that's something different. So yeah, I've owned these figures, I've gone back to what I was saying, I owned these figures already before. And this was the first set I got. I had this for, I don't know, almost like a good 8 years before I decided to go online and find somebody that was selling these. I got these off eBay with a seller, brand new packed. Now you can still get these on eBay. If you're seeing this video and you would like to purchase these figures, they're still, if you're lucky, you can still find them on eBay. I had a wee look last night before I decided to make this video, and yeah, you can still get them from someone, whoever's selling it brand new. Probably best to try and see if you can get a price off them. But yeah, you're probably looking at, I don't know, 60 quid for maybe a set, brand new, plus maybe 60 quid for the second set, or even if you can get them cheaper off whoever's selling them. I owned them and I got rid of them about a year back, 2 year back. 2 year back I got rid of them. I was needing money at the time, not because I didn't like them, I really loved them. Got rid of them, sold them to a pal, decided that, what have I done? Once after wee while past, I decided, okay, I really need to go back online and try and see if I can find out if I can get these figures again. Luckily for me, I got a guy that was selling these for a good price, and the same with that set. And so I managed to get the 4 of them brand new. So yeah, as a second time around, I've owned these, and yeah, they're great. Highly recommend you pick them up. If you're a huge Cheech and Chong fan, you haven't got them, go on eBay. I'm sure you'll find somebody that's selling them. Get them, because for any Cheech and Chong fan, they really are good. They're not Hot Toy standards by all means. They are what they are. Almost a wee bit cartoonish, but I like that. Would I like to see a Cheech and Chong Hot Toy? Depends how it's done. Depends how it's done. You know, I also like to see, like Slabs going back to, like, you know, with the Blues Brothers and that, I like to see a bit of a, you know, a different kind of look to them, especially the 70s and early 80s movies and iconic characters like Cheech and Chong, Blues Brothers, or whatever. I've got a wee bit different look. Everything doesn't need to be Hot Toys. The posability in these, they are what they are. You can move the arms slightly, you can move the head, the feet not really so much. This one's got, the second series got a wee bit more posability on them because they're made of plastic. They're just kind of almost sort of stuck together, and they are sort of statuesque. I mean, they're really only for the display purposes for fans, to display in their room. And so, yeah, that's really all I can say about that. Get you from this angle. Yeah, so I mean, if you're a big Cheech and Chong fan, I'd suggest you get them. And just a wee, show you what they look like with the DVD. That's my Cheech and Chong collection. There are no signs. Unfortunately, I don't know why the UK hasn't even, I don't know so much about America and other countries, but the UK haven't even. So I roll un bomber y me doy un buen toque. So yeah, these are the Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke figures from New Toys, guys. As I said, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, any comments, stick on the video, and we're always glad to read them. If you have watched this video and decided to purchase these figures, and the video has inspired you to purchase any of these figures or any of my previous videos that you've watched, decided to go out and get something, please let me know in the comments below. As I say, guys, for this video that's it, and keep collecting, guys. I take control and all my care.